Hello and welcome from the BSR Conference 2015. My name is Eva Dienel and we are here exploring resilient business, resilient world. I'm here with Pascal Finette, who's the Managing Director of Singularity University Startup Lab. And Pascal, as a speaker at the conference, you know that we're exploring this idea of resilience. And the first question that I have for you is, how do you integrate resilience into your work?
So, as you mentioned earlier, I'm responsible for the startup side of our work. And particularly for startup founders and entrepreneurs, resilience is like one of the key aspects of their lives, right? And this comes back to failure. So as a startup, you fail forward, as we in Silicon Valley say so nicely. But it's really about you need to be okay with failure. You need to become very comfortable with failing, failing quickly and basically brushing yourself off when you fall. So there's a core element of that, which is resilience, right? It's like the core element of the entrepreneurial mindset is around resilience. And actually, in one of my talks, I have a slide which literally says resilience. And the funny story is the second slide shows you Steve Jobs. And Steve Jobs is an interesting character in this regards because his middle company, so between the Apple years, he worked he did Pixar as well as a company called Next. And he failed badly with Next, right? So this goes back to you have to be resilient, and even Steve Jobs has to be resilient.
Yeah. And that's a good lesson, I think, for people outside of tech to learn from the experience that you really can be successful and resilient even with failure. So the next question is about leadership. What is resilient leadership to you, and how can you use that kind of leadership to build a sustainable world?
Right. So we talked about resilience being this core of not only the startup experience, but basically every business experience is you fail, and you need to be okay with that. I think it's really important that as a leader, you embed this not only in your own view of the world, but you create an environment for the people you work with, which allows them to explore, operate, fail in a non-threatening way. And granted, you want to make sure that failure is not threatening to the company, right? You don't fail on a spectacular basis. So you do small experiments and evolve from there. But creating this environment, creating a resilience mindset in your employees, the people you work with, the people you inspire, is incredibly important. Especially in the world we're now living in, which is incredibly fast moving and changes basically day to day.
Yeah. Do you know, are there any leaders that you would say exemplify that quality?
I think most of the, if not all, of the Silicon Valley, the big Silicon Valley leaders, for sure. So you take someone like Mark Zuckerberg, you take Larry Page and Sergey Brin, the Steve Jobs we discussed earlier. All of those leaders, you see this exemplified truly. And I think it's seeping into what is called corporate America. So you see now more and more Fortune 500 leaders seeing that this is such an important part of their business. To create a resilient organization, right? And it starts at the top, but it goes down to literally the person down on the line.
Right, right. Well, we appreciate your thoughts on resilience, and thank you for joining us at the BSR Conference 2015.
Thank you for having me.